Yo,
What's up?
what's up with the aliens in Miami though?
Yo.
What you laughing at, man?
Welcome back to the Missing Light Bulb. Also, Happy New Year. You got the one and only Rich Vocals.
Brody Styles.
Pistol.
I
love
that boy. Cool.
Before we jump into everything, y'all, how y'all doing, man? Like, I love talking amongst my bros.
Yeah,
And expressing ourselves is important. So how's y'all doing? How y'all doing?
I'm blessed, man. I'm
love
happy
that.
to be here. I'm happy to see another day. It's
Yeah.
been just positive vibes, bro.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, blessed and highly favored, man, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all really don't know is these the bros for real.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We go to church and everything.
That's a
you know?
fact.
Did we not
That's
go to?
a
Yo,
fact.
Good
shout,
one,
out,
yeah.
shout out to Kingdom Church.
Yeah.
How was your
That's
church
out
experience? Like for both
That
y'all?
church was different from my traditional church because my church is more, I don't know, it was more commercial for this church because there's more technology used. I grew up in a church where it's
Sticks and
just more
stones.
personable. So it took me back for a second, but the praise and worship and the word that he was preaching. Like,
Facts.
I remember there was times I looked at y'all, I was like, yo, whoa, he's talking right
Yeah.
now. Like, he's really spitting. But and
I
the
agree.
atmosphere of that church was very healthy as well. And I loved how they had all the new visitors come to the back and speak to us because that was like more personable for me. But overall, I like that church. It's a huge church, but
Shout
I
out
like
to
it.
Kingdom Church,
Yeah.
man. They
Yeah.
really doing their thing. They got to figure it out.
That's facts.
Definitely gonna see our faces
Definitely
again.
a fan. Yeah. And did y'all get a phone call?
I did get a phone call. I did get a phone
It
call.
went straight to
straight to the.
straight to.
But that was real. That the fact that he even took
Yeah.
the time to give us a call after us coming to the church for the first time, that was beautiful.
I agree.
Did
I
you
agree.
did you have a conversation or like? How
Nah,
did,
I missed
nah?
it.
Oh,
I
okay,
missed
bet,
it.
bet,
I missed
okay.
it.
Me too. I heard
And
the
me seeing an
voicemail.
unknown number, sometimes
Yeah, I
just
don't. Do y'all really answer like if it's not a number that's plugged in or
Yeah.
saved or whatever? It don't even have to say spam likely, which is
Yeah.
dope that phones be doing that nowadays. You know what I'm
real.
saying? They low key the feds though, because I don't like when you delete a number and they still be like maybe
Maybe.
such and such.
Yeah.
Y'all know
Oh,
good
I
and
know you're
damn
talking
well,
about, yeah.
well who this is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Maybe
I done,
Kyle.
Yeah, I done
Like,
deleted
come
this
on,
number. Yeah,
bro.
maybe
Blew the whole spot.
Yeah. How do you broach the question of like, are y'all ready to move in?
Mm-hmm.
What does that conversation sound like? And what's the time period around it? Is it like 6 months of dating? Is it 8 months? What is it for y'all?
When is the correct time to approach the question of moving in, and when's the correct time to move in? You said.
Like, so how does that conversation start? And then when do you start even having that type of conversation?
I feel as if I think it's got to be cute when you ask your shorty to move into your crib. I think it's got to be like a surprise where she's doing something and then she sees a key and she's like, "What's this?" And you're like, "It's the key to the crib." It's the key to the crib.
Okay.
Move all your things inside now. When you move in with somebody, you learn that person. Like you learn them to like, I really don't like you. Like, or
Yeah.
I love you. Like everything you do, like I love. So you got to be ready for that step to be taken to that level. In my opinion, you got to take your time. I don't know when the right time is for that, but for me, take your super time for that.
Are you guys asking? Is it
Asking
coming
what?
from you? Like, do you feel like that's something you're able to do? Like, ask your shorty like to move in,
Yeah.
or does it have to come from her like wanting to ask you to move in?
Oh, I'm asking.
You asking?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
asking.
I think that I'm a broach the conversation. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna ask. Also, I think that it's one of those things that's is just gonna feel very natural. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like it's even the conversation itself is forced, like you gotta you know what I'm saying? Like it's an uncomfortable kind of conversation, but we've been dating for, you know what I'm saying? If it's already uncomfortable, then that's like a subliminal red flag for you. That's something maybe a little off. because like you kind of said, you know, you touched on something really good. You were talking about when y'all in each other's space so much, you know, she might not even live with you, but she got a drawer in your, you know, in your dresser. You know what I'm saying? Got the clothes like in your space and everything. Got toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? Over there too. Shoes lined up for y'all when y'all work out on the Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like a natural thing. Like, okay, well, you already over here. I'm already, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's go ahead and like make this a thing. Official, you know what I'm saying? And especially when it's seamless, we already get along. We already like each other. Because like you said, man, there's a lot of things that you learn about a person that you didn't know until you move in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Things that may have irked you that you didn't even realize irk you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't rinse out the sink when you brush your teeth. There's toothpaste in the bowl of the sink. Like, can you rinse it out?
Yo,
you know
I hate that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Little things,
that's a pet
like,
peeve,
for
bro.
real. Like, or your shorty be like, damn, how many times you done left up the toilet? Like, we had this conversation already. Like for real.
That is so facts. And when it happens, it's like, all right, bro. Like, all right, next time I'll just remember to put it down. But as a man, you forget.
Man, I got a question about that toilet bullshit, bro.
All right.
So why do we have to lower the seat?
Why can't they just remember?
Why can't they lift it up when we gotta pee?
Exactly.
It's the same.
Right.
Shit.
It's like a shivery thing. It's like almost like a chivalrous thing. Like, but like, yeah. These are questions that need to be like have conversations about.
I feel like it can go both ways, basically.
It can.
You feel me? Like,
you could do that, and I could do. You know
how they look at it. How
women
women look at it, they look at it as like opening the door. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's just second hand. That's just second hand. Open the door is just second hand. Like, oh, don't touch that.
Yeah.
Give me that door.
Yeah.
But putting the seat down, I really do be forgetting. And I used to get pressed about that all the time. Like,
for real.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
She's like,
heavy.
really? You can't remember? And she'd be mad too. It's not just like, come on, just remember to put the seat down. It's like, really? You can't remember to put the seat down? And I'm just like over here like looking dumb like, I got you next time.
Right. Next time I won't forget.
Yeah.
Or be like, it could be the littlest things. It could be like leaving a light on and you in your bedroom and you left the light on in the kitchen and stuff like that. Why you leaving the light on and electricity? Because people you never realize somebody might have like a thing about that until you actually do that. You know what I'm saying? Or touching the thermostat. That's a thing. Like,
I got a thing with that.
With me, I gotta sleep with the fan on. You know?
Yeah.
I gotta sleep with the fan on, and if you sleep with socks on too, that's crazy. You probably like bite people.
You're
or
a
something.
serial killer. Bite people. No, in fact, I agree with that statement.
You probably bite people.
Yeah.
Like,
But when you sleep with a fan on, do you get to wake up to a sore throat ever or not?
never.
about
Never
you?
do I wake up.
Yeah.
See, that happens
I
to
sleep
me.
with the fan on, AC on.
Really?
Like,
Yeah,
everything
on God,
blasting.
bro. It could be in the middle of
Crib
winter.
gotta be like 65. Like,
That's what.
Hold on, 65 in your crib?
65, bro.
Damn, that's an adjustment.
Yeah, dog, yeah.
That's an adjustment. Yo.
Nah, I like when the AC's like a cool room, cool blankets, get in. But a fan, I don't know why.
It's you know what
I
it
don't know
is.
why.
Also, it's the white noise. That white noise will
Yeah.
put you in a deeper REM sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about the circulation of the air in the room.
On Alexa, you could put on like wave sounds, or
Facts.
sometimes if you go on YouTube.
Nah, Kirby, you seem like the dude. Like,
Bro, I be
Alexa
doing that.
waves.
Shout out to the wave sounds on Alexa.
What?
That might be
You
a
could do
deep.
that?
That's a next level life hack. The
Or some
wave
new
sounds
shit.
when you going to
Yeah.
sleep.
Some new shit I found is that if you go on YouTube and type in sounds of rain, you
Ooh,
can literally
I like
pick
that.
like the material is raining on, to make it sound like it could be like a metal roof.
Oh, really?
It could be like a wooden like cabin. Like you could. I be doing the most.
want
man.
to
Yo,
sound.
But it's
you know what I
mad-
used to like, yo, and I ain't even done this in a minute. You know, I used to wave sounds is good, forward sounds, beat sounds. But yo, you know what I used to do sometimes too? Like if I ever like was like having a bad dream or whatever, yo,
Yeah.
I would put on some gospel music.
I
Yo,
love
When
music.
I sleep,
Okay,
yo,
yes.
never would have made without you. No, that's my thing.
But now I see
That you wouldn't.
on me.
Oh, boy, we know we're cracking jokes.
Oh damn, y'all going in? Y'all going
That's fire.
No,
But that's
nah,
real though.
That is real,
And the
yo.
fact that you get comfortable after that too, that's even more fire to me.
Yo,
respect that.
okay, so dang, that's kind of personal. That's kind of personal.
He said, how deep do I wanna go?
That I think about it because yo, one of the craziest things for me. I'll just ask y'all. Do y'all ever have like reocurring dreams?
Yeah, there's a dream.
Yo,
Yeah.
for sure.
What dream do y'all really have like constantly all the time, yo? I want to hear.
Now I
about-
feel you with this person. So I'm gonna get into it though. Every time I have a tough day or I get really sick, I have a dream about from this movie. I think it's The Great Gatsby, where they have a spiral staircase, and I'm always walking up that exact same spiral staircase for mad long. And if someone can interpret dreams, tell me what that means, because I'm walking up it, and for some reason I'm scared. And I don't know what that means.
Damn. It probably means that you're like, if I had to psychoanalyze,
break it down.
Analyze that, it probably means that, you know, you're traveling because, you know, you from New York. You feel me? And you living in Atlanta right now, yo. Yeah. So it can mean that you're doing something different, that you're opening up a door, that you feel like you're going up in the right direction, but you have anxiety about it because you don't know what's on the other side of it. Yo.
This man is your therapist.
Therapy.
That was cooked.
Yeah.
He was cooking for that.
Me is okay. So I have a dream where I'm in like the mall, and for some reason I go to a store and I get locked in it, and then all the lights turn off, and I'm just there. I'm trying to get out, and then I walk to the other end of the store I'm in, and it just doesn't end.
Really?
Yeah. I've had it like.
It's because you have too much clothes.
I think that's what it is.
It's trying to lock you out of the clothes.
When does that dream occur for you?
It's random.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez,
randomly, like I'll be like, damn, I already had that. You didn't scare me this time.
Break it down, boss. Break it down, boss.
I want to leave that one.
I want to hear that breakdown.
I want to leave my.
Yo, what? What was that? Yo, the pause was crazy.
So for me, the one that I constantly have, man, is crazy, bro. So it's funny. I've never actually told really anybody this. So
talk about it.
First time I'm talking about it is publicly.
Okay, all right.
It's publicly. Nah. But so for me, it's I could be in the middle of like the safari jungle, and I could be like riding Jeeps and things of that nature, and like there's like people like on with me. It's like an action movie, right?
Yeah.
And like we're like traveling, you know what I'm saying, through the Jeep, through the forest and everything, swerving through trees, and I got an AK and I'm shooting back at somebody chasing me, and we're trying to get away. We might fly off the cliff, like, but it's like a real thing. Then we like get out, ducking, shooting, and everything like that. Or I could be in Tokyo, Japan, literally like on some Fast and Furious drift type thing in a new Ferrari, like peeling out the window, shooting back at somebody. Or I could be in New York City, like, you know what I'm saying, running through the streets like I'm Hitman or something like that. And then literally I'm always running, but I'm shooting back at something, like, but I feel like I'm being chased. Like I feel unsettled.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It has so many different forms of the scenario, but the plot still remains like I'm like, and so
break down your own dream. What do you think it is?
So it's interesting because what it could essentially saying is like in your real life you could be running away from something. You could be running away from something, but like just being genuine and sincere and like really like, you know, like leveling myself and asking yourself the hard questions. Yeah. Do I feel like I'm really running away from something? Like, no, I genuinely and sincerely do not feel like I'm running away from something. And it's something, and if I did, I would address it. But it could be something as small as, you know, you want to have like a conversation with somebody, but you're
avoiding it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, so Libras, you know, we
Yeah, you know the signs. I don't really know the signs.
There's a thing, you know what I'm saying, out there with Libras where we like to avoid like conflict and whatnot, and things of that nature. But that's not necessarily true. If there's a tough conversation I would have, I definitely like have that conversation. You know what I mean? So it's just a little interesting nugget about one of my dreams.
I love that we got into this because I be wanting.
That was not planned at all.
That was not planned. Yeah. But I be wanting to get my dreams interpreted sometimes. But then, don't you guys forget your dreams sometimes? Like when
I literally have to wake up and write it down. It's because it's a like known thing out there where you forget 90% of your dream within the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. So like there were some times where I would just be like, bro, what did that mean? And there's some Haitian traditions, Caribbean, I think in general, that if you have these dreams, you got to start praying crazy. If you have a dream that you lose a tooth, someone you know is going to pass away.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah.
So if you have a weird dream where you're like losing teeth.
Never had that.
Yeah. And I've had it a few times.
Was it facts?
It kind of, yeah.
Oh
But I don't know if
God.
that's coincidence or if it was
Yeah.
true. I don't know.
I
But
feel that.
Another popular dream is like when you're falling, like you're free falling. You know what I'm saying? Say like you're falling off a cliff or something like that. You're like, no, and it could be in slow motion
Yeah,
or some
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And by the time you actually land on the ground, you wake up like,
oh
I was
yeah,
like, whoa.
like in the movie. You gotta feel yourself like, oh, like I'm
Yeah.
still alive. I'm still
Have y'all
here.
ever had like sleep paralysis?
nah. I've
Yo,
heard about
I've
it.
never had
I've
that,
had that shit before,
but that's
yeah.
a real thing.
Talk to me.
It's crazy, bro. Like you literally feel like you're asleep, but you're awake at the same time.
Wow.
Like I've
You-
literally
you
had.
said you had it
I've
before?
had it mad
Oh,
times too.
oh, really?
Like
Okay.
usually
Mad times?
after I drink, usually.
Really?
And I go to sleep.
I'm never drinking with you. I don't want that to go. I don't want that to go. I don't want that to happen to you, bro.
Yo,
Wait, so what
it's-
is the feeling like?
It literally feels like you're stuck in your
Yeah.
sleep, but you're awake at the same time.
Damn, that's a scary feeling, bro.
Yeah, like I'm conscious and I feel like I'm using my voice to say something, but like it's nothing's happening. Like yeah,
But and people say you can see the room and all that, right?
yeah, you
What?
can literally see it. Yeah,
Yeah, I've never had sleep paralysis. Damn, we were like super vulnerable in person on here.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, some interesting conversation.
Men don't get vulnerable.
Yeah, for real. Man, transparent
Now on this
over here,
podcast,
telling you
what you
about,
talking about?
telling you about the dreams and whatnot. But so I never personally had it, but I actually dated a girl that literally would wake up, bro. It'd be 3:00 in the morning, like
Yeah.
not on some crazy like spiritual, but 3:00
Yeah,
in the morning.
3 o'clock. I was about to say, I was about to say, no, 3 o'clock in the
The
morning.
timing is crazy.
I had to
like,
yeah. It could have been something else, right?
That's real
Yeah,
tough.
3:00 in the
3
morning.
o'clock.
Yeah, like
You need to get out that bed.
Yeah, for real, she would wake up, man, and literally be stuck. And it's exactly how you say it, man. And could you imagine like having sleep paralysis, like in the 1800s? You probably get stoned,
What?
bro.
Bruh,
You
yeah,
probably get
stoned to
stoned,
death. You
bro.
witch.
Exactly, yo.
What?
That's like some witchcraft.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
So
Damn.
that's just crazy.
That's
all around.
insane. Let's talk about the first time for people. Like, imagine the person that the first time they went through a period. The first time a woman had a period.
Oh my god.
Imagine how people probably treated her like,
Yo,
Like,
for real.
what's wrong with you? Why are
Nah,
you bleeding?
Yeah,
They was
all
look-
over
they
the
was
place.
look-
like,
honestly, back in the day, they was looking for reasons to stone you.
Yeah.
They was looking
You're
for reasons to
bleeding?
stone you.
Oh, we got another stoning.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Nah, he knew what 6 times 6 was. Hell no.
Yo.
We stupid as hell around here.
Imagine
No.
the first person with a migraine. Like,
Like for real, yo,
Yeah,
you got
you
yo,
can't
you
even
snort,
figure
you
that out.
sneeze, but
For
oh,
real.
it feel
Like,
full of the
whoa,
devil.
What is that?
It full of the devil, yo. You know that was a thing, man. Like growing up, like we couldn't watch certain things because it was of the devil.
That's-
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
like
yeah,
I
that's
know
right.
I'm not
Yeah.
the only one
No,
that
that's
grew
true.
up,
That's
grew up
true.
like that. Like yo, some of the things that was of the devil that we couldn't watch growing up was South Park.
That's
that,
funny.
That was a
Really? That's
big one.
funny.
Yo, they
Wow.
kind of like got away from the Kenny always going to the hell and shit.
Yeah.
But South Park was a big one. Beetlejuice was a big one. Yo, it's kind of crazy, but Eminem like was something I couldn't.
Eminem?
I couldn't listen to Eminem.
Really?
Not that he was of the devil, but we
Yeah.
couldn't listen
yeah,
to.
yeah,
you
okay,
could-
but I'm grew up the
Okay.
same way.
yeah,
Similar.
yeah, okay. We
Similar.
couldn't listen to M. And then also like yo, grew up. It's funny because every year I be looking for the Halloween costume, but growing up we could not
Oh,
celebrate
facts.
Halloween. Yo,
Facts.
we turn our lights off.
Facts.
On our
We
patio.
live
on
the
our
same
porch.
life.
Same
Yo,
here.
yeah.
We live the
For real,
same
turn it on.
life.
Go to
My
the
mom
next
was not
house. Go
with
to the
any of
next
that.
house.
I used to
Yeah.
feel so bad when people would be like, hey, we're coming to your crib. I'm like, don't.
Psych?
Don't.
Yeah.
Because my
Yeah.
dad would literally read you the Bible. He would do them. He would give you an orange. He would give you a banana. My dad is the most
Like
Haitian
the-
man
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
He'd be doing the most. And he'd be like, if someone comes, I'm going to talk to them.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can we all agree? Like, I haven't seen no like podcasts or YouTubers talking about this, but it currently constructed feels like there's gender wars going out there.
No, facts.
And how exhausting
Yeah.
are these guys?
Yeah.
Gender wars at this point. Like, how can we resolve this? How can we like become on a median ground
I
with
don't
this,
think
bro?
there's any way to resolve that, man. It's just
is
everybody's gonna see their own sides,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna be ongoing. And there's gonna be new topics added. I mean, they made a whole list about like where you can't take a girl now. It's just,
on a date,
we're just
yeah.
adding
Yeah.
more and more. So
I feel like we got to get back to actually liking the person. I feel like we lost it with there's so many steps of before you can even see me.
yeah,
Like if you genuinely like somebody, all that is thrown out the window. But a lot of people don't want to admit that because there's a dude right now, right, texting this shorty right now. That shorty has all these principles that a man has to have, and this dude does not treat her right at all. But she's attracted to him or something, so all that gets thrown out the window because she loves the dude, right?
Yeah.
Now there's the dude that's trying to take her out, paying for all this stuff, but she don't feel the same about him. So we need to throw out a lot of these steps of, yo, this dude has to take me here, this dude has to do this, or this guy has to do this, or this girl has to do this. If you genuinely love somebody, I feel like the gender wars would be thrown out. But I feel like love is being such a tossed around word now. Like, the definition of love is just being tossed around so loosely that it doesn't even have validity no more. Like, you just say, I don't know. My
Now
opinion,
you spitting, bro.
No, my opinion of that is more like, if you love somebody, just love them. Like, there shouldn't be
Sincereness and genuineness about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just go back to loving that person, and you'll fall more in love with that person, and that person will love you the way that you want to be loved, and you'll love them the way that they want to be loved. But if you keep going back to, I have this list of things, someone's gonna mess up. Humans mess up, so someone's gonna mess up. And if you listen to people that's been married for years and years and years, they didn't meet the way that you think you're gonna meet the man that you met or the woman that you're gonna meet. So I just feel like you just gotta fall in love with that person, man.
Yeah. That's a lot of really good points that you definitely was talking about.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things, I don't know if y'all notice about me, but I love analogies.
Yeah, talk to you. Yeah.
Yo, I speak in analogies, in a lot of different ways, especially with these type of things, because it's how I view it. That and sports analogies, but I'm not going to do a sports analogy. I'm not, when a quarterback has the football, I'm not going to do that, right? But one of the most fascinating things I read in a book one time, they were talking about not that you would actually do this, right? But they were saying how if you have a pot on your stove and you have boiling hot water, right?
Yeah.
And you put a frog in there, right? Who just has a frog in the kitchen and put it in boiling water. But if it's boiling over and it's hot, you put a frog in the water, what is the frog going to do? It's going to immediately jump out. You know what I'm saying? But
raise the temperature.
But
Finish it.
I'm sorry.
All right, so but if you have some luke temperature water and then because frogs luke temperature, that's not that part of their natural habitat.
Yeah.
So you put the frog in a luke temperature water, you turn the pot on the stove slowly up. It would actually be cooked before it even realized it, because it didn't realize the water was getting hot. And I feel like that's what's going on right now in society. I think the number one thing that we can do to fix this is just acknowledge that it is broken and it is a problem. Acknowledgement a lot of times really be the first step, with a lot of things in life. Yo, if you can't even acknowledge that there's a problem, how can you even build off of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that we all got to acknowledge, at the end of the day, both parties want to be loved. You know what I'm saying?
That's the golden rule. We all want to be loved.
Both parties want to be loved, and we can't make it all about transactions, what somebody could do. Obviously you want to provide it. You want to be, you know what I'm saying?
You want to be nurtured. Yeah,
you want to get, feel like you're nurtured from a woman, and then you want to be a provider as a man. Yeah. But at the core of this show is love at the end of the day. Yeah. So we can, get back to the roots of that. Yeah. While also acknowledging that it is broken and we need to try to put in the work to try to fix it, then we're good. But if we constantly making jokes about, being crazy is cool or not,
I hate that.
You know what I'm saying? Being apathetic or my fallback game is crazy or whatever, acting like you're
too
not
cool for school.
Right. Toxic is funny. That's the thing. That's the culturally thing.
You get awarded on social
toxic
media
is
for
funny.
being more
It's
toxic.
funny.
It's crazy.
It's also eroding the way that we view somebody. Even when you meet somebody new, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're already contaminated with social media. That's why they say, man, find someone, lock in, and get off of it.
I know David wants to kill this guy.
Trying to talk about this, man.
Talk to us.
So, man. All right, so hold on. Let's
don't
go ahead.
deflect.
Let's just
talk about it, bro.
Let's go ahead and talk about it, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, so my whole thing when it comes to aliens is right. Yo, why are these dudes not more conspicuous than what they really are? Right?
Okay.
Good take.
Yo,
good take.
All right. So what I'm saying is, in Miami, when the joint was happening, All we got, remind you, like everybody got iPhone 15s and everything,
Fact.
4K quality on their phones and everything. All we got is a grainy ass video from like the helicopter view. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's mad crazy though, because hundreds of people was at the Miami Mall and
nobody catch the video.
Takes
one
a
fight
video.
happens. There's the 1,000.
Everybody got it on
bro.
camera, man.
Bro, everybody get fights, man. A world star, everything like. That always
That's a
happens
good point,
in like modern day. And so you trying to tell me, y'all trying to tell me that y'all bring out the whole police force for some kids with some sticks.
Some kids with some sticks.
That's what y'all want us to believe?
But no, facts. That's what they said.
For real, though.
So boom skis. For people that don't know what we're talking about.
Put them on.
There was an altercation that happened at the Miami Mall, and like so many cops came. They said like over like 40 cop cars came, right?
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
they said the reason that they got to the Miami Mall was because there was a fight between teenagers. But we've seen how many cops pull up for a fight. You know what I'm saying?
3 to 5 cars
And that's
max.
it.
It's not
And
that
they-
deep.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yo,
that's
it was like 25, 30 cop cars
Yes.
out there lining the streets. And
Yeah.
what's up with that gray, shadowy giant figure that
Yes.
we've seen, bro?
I did see different clips of that. I also saw clips of inside too, so I don't know which one to believe. But
Hey,
for them to pull up helicopters, what are we talking
like,
about?
was there
bruh?
really a fight?
Yeah, helicopters for a fight.
All right, so
niggas
one
throwing hands.
of my things was out some TikToker. I forgot. Like I seen a video, and I'm telling you, like I don't know. I could kind of point out a lie when I see one. My boy, like this shit was too wild to make up to be for real. And like it was a black dude, you know what I'm saying, with like some twists and shit. And like he was talking about it. He was saying that like, yo, he's seen a gray tall figure or whatever that it looked kind of like transparent in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like a solid image. But he said that the thing was walking towards them in the mall, and when he would walk towards them, it would literally disappear for a second, and it would reappear closer. And you know what I'm saying? And then it would disappear, and then it would reappear closer. So everybody is taking off, running and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why that's why we really couldn't get a clear image of it, because something like that happened. You're not thinking about your phone. You're just trying to save your own, you know what I'm saying, cover your own ass at that point. But I still believe that there's one person
Caught a video.
do
Like,
it
caught a video.
all.
Yeah,
Do it all.
do it all.
Hiding behind
Somebody
the
gotta
trash
record it.
can.
A better question, a step up from the question is, do we believe that aliens are real?
Facts. I don't even
Absolutely.
think that this is something that is just like, I feel like everybody got to believe it at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is too, because I almost went like super deep with something. I just had a thought. I'm a pivot that. I'm gonna say that for a little later. But my thing is, why are they not just walking around in Manhattan, you know what I'm saying, Times Square? Why don't we see them?
Yeah.
Why are they always shadowy figures that's being a cut that is not really seen? You know what I'm saying? Why don't they try to greet us?
I think as humans, we're just not mentally ready for that. I feel like
But why do they care is my thing.
I think they're trying to study us, man. I think they're trying to like figure us out, see how advanced we are, and then like take it back wherever the fuck they came from and say, and just be like, yo,
exactly,
this is where they at. We still ahead. So you know,
they
we
can
just
create
gotta,
Armageddon.
Yeah,
They take advantage.
that's-
These
they
mugs
just
is
afraid of
stupid.
us like getting too advanced. I think that's what it is.
I
man.
think that if I see that point too, but I also see like they're so intelligent because they can be here without being seen.
For
I
real.
think they're so intelligent that they know that we don't have the capacity to see them and just act normal. We all freak out. I feel like if
we would freak out.
If I saw an alien, I'm bugging.
Yo,
Like,
word, nigga.
I'm
What?
bugging.
But we're
so.
one planet, and there's an entire galaxy out there that constantly expands. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're definitely not the only, beings in this galaxy. It would be kind of naive to think that. But one of the things that I think that is crazy, what if they like on to the type, y'all seen the movie Leave the World Behind? But on Netflix.
Fire.
If y'all ain't never seen
Fire.
that, you gotta.
Some people said it was mid. I liked it though.
The ending, I like the ending. I didn't mind the ending, is what I would say. I didn't mind the ending only
With
because
the friends and all that.
Yeah, hold on, don't give it away for the people.
my fault.
Yeah, don't give it
Disclaimer,
away.
yeah.
So the only reason why I didn't mind the ending is simply because I think that they're setting it up for a sequel. You know what I'm saying? To really bring the hammer. But like one of the things that was interesting is they cut off all communication.
Yeah.
So what if alien life forms, like they cut off our communication, so we can't blame an enemy.
Yeah.
And so we start blaming ourselves
Everybody,
or start
yeah.
making up enemies. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But one of the most fascinating aspects of that movie is the fact that Michelle and Barack Obama produced it.
Like, why?
Out of
Y'all-
nowhere.
y'all first movie.
There's gotta be a reason.
Y'all
There's a
first
message
movie
y'all
y'all
trying to.
produced,
You
and
trying to
it's
give us a
this
message
one?
right now.
That's a little weird,
a
bro.
big conspiracy. What are y'all trying to Hollywood be trying to tell us?
Yeah, for real.
Nah, oh God,
But
Hollywood be trying to tell us.
the thing is with people and people in general, we can be told the truth right in our hands sometimes,
Yeah.
but we still doubt it. Like we'll still be like, that's not true. Like
We
we'll
can't
be
understand
told,
it.
like someone will say straight up to us, I worship the devil, and we'll be like, nah, his music's fire. He won't do that. Like he wouldn't do that. Like, nah, he
That's
fucking-
crazy
like,
talk. Like, what you
so
talking
like,
about?
I don't know. Barack Obama and Michelle, why did y'all do that movie? And I'm still gonna not watch the next one because that was fire.
Yeah, I think they, man, like I think these type of movies, obviously they feed the beast and the conspiracies and
Yeah.
things of that nature. Like even like 2 years ago, I don't know if y'all remember, it came out in December as well during Christmas time. The movie Don't Look Up.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Leonardo
yeah, that's a good one. That was a
DiCaprio,
good one,
Jonah
yeah.
Hill, Jennifer Lawrence was in that
Yeah.
movie. And what was happening in that movie? An asteroid was coming to Earth and it was about to kill everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Boom. What y'all doing if an asteroid starts coming to Earth? What y'all doing? First move.
Ooh,
Yo, you
first
gotta-
move.
First move, man.
I'm
Like
seeing family. I ain't gonna lie.
you seeing
Okay.
I'm
family?
seeing family. Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick, and then after that, I'm gonna wild out. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
No,
I'm
but
bug
like,
out.
but here's the other thing though.
I'm gonna violate. Like, I mean,
For real. You talking about like hit up the
yo, I'm
loot,
going crazy.
Hit
nigga.
up the
I gotta-
stores,
yo, I
get
got
all
a
the-
hit list, nigga.
get all the luxury items,
Hey.
get a new Teslas.
I'm-
Oh, these like Mark Zuckerberg has literally been a billionaire since like 2008, 2009.
Damn.
That's 15 years. Well, really about to be 16 years now. And he's never created a fucking bunker
That's
until this
insane.
year,
Yeah.
yo. Just thinking
Yeah.
about that, yo. Like he's
Yeah.
never thought, yo, I need a bunker until now. You done had the opportunity for over a decade to do this shit. Why now?
Is it public or private? Like, is it just for himself or
For
Of course,
himself.
of course.
word? A
and
whole
his family.
bunker.
Well, I mean, it's like a
For
like
the-
almost big as like a small town down there.
wow.
Yeah, so
That's
you know what I'm
insane,
saying?
bro.
That's-
I don't know, but a few of them are doing it. So,
Yeah.
which I know what we don't know.
Yeah.
These dudes been billionaires literally. Well, Mark Zuckerberg specifically has been a billionaire for over 15, 16 years, really 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
And you ain't never thought about creating a bunker
Yeah.
until now. Like I feel like they're sending a lot of signals and doing a lot of things with their actions subliminally.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yo, you got to catch on, and that's not even like on some conspiracy thing. Like you got to like, if you're not picking up on
No,
it,
yeah.
then you like, if you're not getting smarter, you getting dumber at the point.
Yeah.
at this
It's kind
point.
of like one of those
For
moments
real.
where everybody was buying Bitcoin in the beginning and nobody knew what the point of what. Now we're all saying, "Damn, we should have bought
should've did
Bitcoin."
that.
Everybody building a bunker.
Literally.
Damn, we should have built a bunker.
Yo, we need a bit. Yo, let's put
Why
some bread
not?
together.
Yeah.
Get this.
Yeah, I'm with building a bunker. I ain't mad at it.
All right.
God
But I
damn.
think it's just smart too, just to like stock up on a bunch of different things.
Oh, yeah.
Like like I liked how like even in Leave the World Behind, the dude had antibiotics and whatnot. He had all the ammunition, he had
Yeah.
the weapons.
Yeah, he
you know what I'm
stocked up.
saying? Like he had the canned food and everything. Like, yo, that's what I might be low key a survivalist a little bit. Too.
Wait, you on that? You
Like, I would, yeah, I'm gonna start working on my bunker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I
know you fucking with me
Yo,
on
I
that.
was like, yo, everybody be like, yo, we gonna go to Davis crib. You feel
No,
me? Like,
facts.
yeah.
Yo, he got
Like-
all the meds. Like,
Yeah. All the Band-Aids,
the
hand
doomsday
sanitizer.
preppers. I be watching that sometimes.
For
The
real, bro.
doomsday people
Yeah.
that they have everything. They have mad canned goods, and they're just like, yeah, we got a bunch of. We
Yeah,
got a bunch
them country ass accents.
we got a bunch of canned goods. It will last us about 5-10 years. Like, and then I'm just sitting here like, I ain't got nothing in my house that lasts me
real,
to 5 to
Look,
10 years.
see here in Sumter, South Carolina,
Yeah.
we've been stocking up for a good little man. Mark Zuckerberg got the idea from us.
From us.
From us. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now that's a fact, yo. Nah, that's
That's
crazy.
a fact,
Oh,
bro.
man.
But that is real. It's interesting, man. But yo, I mean, I just thought to myself, like, do y'all think that some crazy wild Armageddon type shit would happen in our lifetime?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, honestly.
I think
Like,
if we already saw 2020,
yeah,
Right.
like it's
Yeah.
doable.
That was a once in 100-year
Yes.
type of event. Like that
Yes.
doesn't just happen. Like that's mad unpredictable.
If we-
So
Okay.
now that we're on the topic of generations,
Yeah.
like if you had to pick
Ooh.
a generation that you would be born into, what would y'all pick? Like, what would you feel like would be like the most? I don't know.
I
like
get that.
lit.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Definitely not the Reconstruction period. Like not that time frame.
The ideal
So
the ideal moment to say is when Jesus was on land.
Okay.
That's the ideal thing to say.
Yeah.
To be able to witness that. What?
Yeah.
But
Be a disciple. That'd be
what
lit.
I'm gonna say is
Yeah.
right now. I'm so happy with my life, so I'm gonna say now.
I feel that.
But the 70s always sound so fire to me.
Word. I don't
Yeah.
know why, but you know what?
But I'm black.
Yeah. It's not that lit. is
But
it?
I'm
Like-
black. How about you, my boy?
What you
Yo,
think,
so
dude?
I'm in deep thought. I'm really
Yeah.
considering my answer. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's a great question.
I'm gonna
And-
say
oh.
before like while you're thinking about it, I'm gonna say Gen Z, bro. And the reason
Really?
why is because they've innovated so many like things that have I think made our life better.
Simple,
honestly,
yeah.
the way they think, like almost carefree. I don't have that because of being millennial
millennial,
and
okay.
having just things I care about in general, the way I was raised in general. I just feel like that's just something that's just there. But being a Gen Z, I feel like they don't have these cares. Everything's just kind of thrown out the window, and they just live life. And I
Yeah.
feel like they're just a lot more happier than millennials.
No,
I don't know.
get
I could
that.
be wrong. I don't
No. I see that because
Yeah.
Gen Zs live a different life than we see things way differently than
Yeah, we're more
Gen Z,
cautious.
so I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that we have the best outlook to be able to kind of reflect and harken on what we think. That simply being put, because we can look back on the 90s, we can look back on the 80s. We know what happened in the 50s. We know what happened in the 1860s. We can look back and really like give a good, you know what I'm saying, educated view on what we think, man. Honestly, I'm thinking of the pros and cons, but I think the sweet spot in the time period to live in was to be like in your 20s, probably in the 90s.
Yeah.
20s in the
in your 20s
Okay.
in the 90s, and the reason
baby
why I was
boomer,
saying
right?
that because like, I you know, some of the things that kind of like I was torn on is like it would have been an inconvenience. Say for example, back in the day, like you know, you want to go to the mall with your friends, you had to
Yeah.
get dropped off at the mall. You got to find a payphone. Like that's there might
Yeah.
be some anxiety about how like having to find a payphone or get a beeper or something like that. But just I think that just the human nature aspect is what we want so badly back that is
Yeah.
lost. But you know, when it comes to like relationships and when it comes to like how morals and integrity in society is now, it's kind of like wanting 90s style R&B in music in 2024, right? You don't get Boys and Men or Tevin Campbell. That's what I was listening on the way here.
Tevin Campbell. Nah, Tevin Campbell.
Tevin Campbell. Yo, you don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Slap.
Or you don't get the Bobby Brown. You don't get that kind of like love and R&B
Yes.
like in the modern day
You're talking,
society.
yeah, I
So
agree.
like we're not gonna get that. So it's just like it's never going back. So I just feel like that's a sweet spot because you know. Like I was saying to y'all before, like it's like the devil that you don't know is scarier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying tomorrow, whatever. But like we do know what happened. So I feel like the '90s,
The 90s was
20 and the
like to
90s.
look back and see all like the 90s movies that came out is in movies and
Why are
shows.
they always better though?
They're
Like,
always better.
Yeah.
cartoons was better. The
Yes.
movies was
Living
better.
Single,
Yeah.
Martin, like all those shows are so better than
Home Alone, The Wood,
Yeah.
Friday, Love and Basketball. That was early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Best Man. We can start
Best
naming all the
Man.
classics.
No,
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? Like for
No,
real,
fact.
yo.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about Martin. Yo, you know it was one of my favorites. Now, you know, one of my favorite shows growing up, the Jamie Foxx show.
Jamie
That was an
Foxx.
underrated show.
Show.
Like that show slapped for
Yes.
real.
Yeah.
He was a phenomenal. I think that it's between him and Chris Brown the most talented people
Yeah,
out there.
I can
yo.
give that.
Like,
Yeah,
you know
I
what
can-
I'm
I
saying?
can
Like
give- I
they're
can give
both
that.
dumb talented.
I-
Yo, but real quick, before we in this joint, you know what I'm saying, this is the Nostradamus part of the segment where we can win you a little bit of money. On
little
the
bit of
way
money.
out. It's that parlay time. Yo,
David's the king of parlays.
king
All right.
of parlays, king
Yeah.
of losing a little bit of money, but win a lot of them bets as well.
he kept
We
it
gonna
real,
keep it
though.
stacked.
I love
Look
the
at-
honesty.
Yo,
Yeah.
don't be like in the comments like, yo, you done lost me $50, $100, because you never know. I might win you $500. You know, $500. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, what we'll talk about, because we'll see how it adds up and what really actually happens in this couple weeks. So let me go ahead and set the stage. So if y'all don't know, this is the conference championship between the NFC and the AFC, right?
Yeah.
So we got some huge names going on right now. Now, one of the things that I noticed that is really big these days is a lot of girls are doing parlays. Yeah,
Shout
y'all
out
know
to
that? Y'all
y'all.
heard about
Shout
this?
out
Y'all
to
heard
y'all.
about
To
this?
them.
A lot of girls are doing
The
parlays.
girlies.
The
The girlies.
You know what I'm saying? Questions about this and whatnot. Like, yo,
Yeah.
it is a thing. The
Yeah.
girlies in the parlays taking
That's
over
what's
the.
up.
They
taking
taking
over. It
over.
started with guys, not you know what I'm saying?
Quietly.
So, what we got, this is a major, I'm a sports fanatic. We didn't really talk about I'm a sports fanatic, but this is a major thing. So we got Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
against Lamar Jackson.
Shout out to Lamar Jackson. Take it over, my boy.
So we got the new potential GOAT of the NFL,
That's who.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Okay.
The GOAT, Tom Brady. But right now, statistically speaking, Pat has more wins than Tom Brady did. Yo, Patrick Mahomes went to 6 straight AFC championship game, which has not been done but only like twice before. And one of the other people was Tom Brady. So what he's doing is absolutely remarkable. They're going to Baltimore and for his first time ever. He's usually playing at home throughout the entire playoffs, and he's playing Lamar Jackson. So right now, if Patrick Mahomes wins this game, he's solidifying a lot because going to back-to-back Super Bowls, extremely hard. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens have been by far the most dominant team in the NFL this entire year. They have the most blowouts with good teams. They blew out the San Francisco 49ers. They blew out the Seattle Seahawks, the Dolphins, you name it, right?
Yeah.
Who y'all picks? The Ravens versus Chiefs. Who y'all think's going to win?
So the game happened already, but we're going to guess off of our strengths
Yeah.
who we think's going to win. I
is it?
think Lamar Jackson wins. Shout out to the Ravens.
I'm going Ravens too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing
Yeah.
too much. Like it's definitely going with Ravens.
Yeah. You got Patrick?
I got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, the Chiefs
Why
are
so?
the underdog
Okay.
in this game. To y'all credit, the Chiefs are the underdog. They're right now. I think they're a -3.5, which means that Vegas thinks that the Baltimore Ravens are going to win by at least 3.5 points. You know what I'm saying? So,
Are you locking in your answer?
yeah, that's a lock. That's a lock, yo.
So should we make a bet amongst each other? Like, I don't know. Like,
We
get a
can-
drink?
Yeah.
Get it.
Yo, okay, all right. How about this? If I win, then I gotta buy y'all a drink of y'all choice, whatever y'all want, or like lunch if y'all want to drink or lunch,
Okay.
whatever the case. Because these days cocktails be a munch.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah. 15 for a cocktail,
Yo,
nigga.
these
What are we
days-
doing?
And then if y'all win, y'all
Okay.
got to do the same thing.
All right.
Fair.
That's solid. Yeah.
Fair. Love that.
We can bet that. Okay,
And then
so,
the Super Bowl.
so hold on. So that's the AFC.
I'm jumping to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yo.
Before you can get to the Super Bowl,
Jumping.
you gotta go to the NFC on the other side. So on the other side, you got Mr. Brock Purdy versus Jared Goff. So the 49ers versus the Lions. What's fascinating about this is Brock Purdy was literally the last draft pick in the entire NFL draft. I think that there, if I'm not mistaken, there's 6 rounds, and he was like 650. Don't quote me on that. He was like the very, very, very last pick.
Yeah.
Do you know who was the very first pick of their draft?
No.
Jared Goff, the person he's playing.
Oh, really?
So the person who he's playing was the number 1 pick versus the very last pick.
That's wild.
And Brock Purdy and the 49ers are favored to win the Super Bowl. So there's that. But the Lions are one of the best feel-good stories ever and you can have in football because they have not even won a playoff game since the 70s. All right, that's got 50 years later.
Wild.
They not only won their first playoff game this year, they won 2.
Yeah.
So the city of Detroit, shout out to the city of Detroit, they rocking right now. Extremely excited. Are y'all going for the feel-good story in the Detroit Lions, or are you going for the big underdog and the person that everybody looked over, Mr. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, the one who was a MVP candidate before Lamar Jackson took that shit when they played head-to-head?
The way you just built that up is
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. I'm going for the underdog.
Which one is the underdog to you?
Damn,
Because
this
both
nigga
of them have elements of underdog.
Put me on the spot.
You said which one is the underdog? You said the
Lions,
are the underdog?
Lions, or Vegas has 49ers, and I need to double check my phone, but last time I checked, the 49ers are favorite. They're at home. They're the favorite to go to the Super Bowl. They have actually been known as the best team of all year, besides like the last several weeks where the Ravens kind of took that spot. So the Lions haven't really won anything in their history. They've never won a Super Bowl. They haven't won a playoff game in 50 years. And you got the 49ers quarterback, who was a very, 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 very last pick of the draft.
You know what's so funny about this? Me and Kervin do not watch football like
we
that.
so long. Hey, yo, if y'all thought for 2 seconds
that we knew what we were
that
talking
we were
about.
fucking pros at this,
Y'all was in there. Y'all was in there.
we in our bag. You know what I mean? Like,
But
oh.
I'm going to stay 10 toes.
Stay 10 toes. No heels up.
I'm going for the Lions.
Yeah.
That boy don't even know what he's saying right
Mike,
now.
Mic drop.
I'm going for the Lions.
Okay, you think the Lions going to win?
And they winning by 7. Yo,
Oh,
stop.
you put it. Okay, you got a score or just win by 7?
Hey, put money on it.
yeah,
Yeah. Say it with your chest.
Put some bread on it.
It's so crazy because as I'm saying it, I'm getting mad scared. Like, they winning by 7. All right, bro. What you got, Brody? 10 toes.
10 toes.
No heel up. Feet
gotta
completely
we gotta
flat-footed. 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 You know what I'm saying?
The Niners
No heel up.
or the Lions?
Oh, thank you.
I got you. I got you.
Oh, you forgot the team.
Yo, Niners all day.
Really?
Are you serious?
How much? How much?
Fam, I'm putting 300, bro. 300 easy off the rip. No, I'm bugging. Like 50.
50.
Yeah.
That might be a good bet, though.
Yeah.
You know, last year I bet on the Eagles in Chiefs game. Y'all want to guess who I took?
Who?
You took the you took the Chiefs.
I took the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I bet 300 on the Chiefs last year in the Super Bowl.
How much
You bet for the
win?
Cowboys?
Huh?
For the Cowboys?
No.
Or
I didn't bet on the Cowboys. I bet on the Chiefs Eagles, and the Chiefs at that time. So a little value play or whatever, just to give you a little 4-1 to help win you out some money. Hopefully, not lose no money. Risk management is key.
Yeah.
But
YouTube video.
right, I didn't have a whole
Yeah,
YouTube
good.
video on this, but so the Chiefs were actually a plus I think 150, meaning 125, meaning that every time you bet $100, if you're a plus, you're the underdog, and anytime you bet $100, it's what the plus is. So if you're a plus 125, I bet $100, I win $125. If you're a plus 175, I bet $100. I win $175. They were actually, so they would have been because I actually maybe bet a little bit. I bet like $200-$300 on it, but I won like $300 on the Chiefs.
That's fine.
Yeah, so
That's dope.
you know,
Shout
what
out
I
to you,
mean?
my brother.
Yeah. But so you got the 49ers,
Yeah.
you got the Lions.
Big Lion stuff.
This is
Rawr.
gonna be interesting when we play this and who actually wins.
Okay.
I got.
I'm not betting bread.
You're not Ben Brett? Nah.
I don't know nothing about this for me
No.
to bet bread.
Whoever
Hell
lose
no.
gotta buy the person a bottle, right? Or they drink of their choice.
That's fair.
A drink of their
Because I'm
choice.
drinking it in a bottle
Yeah,
too.
I ain't gonna do it by myself. Like,
yeah.
So
Oh,
this
man.
one I'm super torn because man.
So like for the people who don't know how parlay works, can you like explain that?
Yeah,
Like how for beginners in general.
Well, let me give my take. I'm gonna give my take on who I think is gonna win, and then I'll explain parlays. So I think that the 49ers are gonna win this game, but it's gonna be a lot close. My one caveat is Deebo Samuel, who's the receiver / running back for the 49ers. He's right now listed as questionable. If he does not play, I think that the 49ers still win. No, I'm just kidding. I think the Lions win if Deebo Samuels doesn't play. If he does play, I got the 49ers. If he does. If Deebo Samuel plays, I got the 49ers.
That's a fire name.
So great question. How? Because a lot of people don't understand it. It's kind of like how does this work? You know what I mean?
Right.
So anytime the reason why people do parlays, reason why people do parlays is because if a team is an obvious favorite to win a game, like let's just say, man, honestly, people thought the Cowboys Packers. People thought the obvious team to win that game between the Cowboys and the Packers was the Cowboys. So going into that game, the Cowboys was actually a minus 325. So what that means is if you're a favorite, then you're a minus, meaning that you have to bet, if you're a minus 325, you have to bet at least $325 to win $100.
Okay.
So if you're a minus 175, you got to bet $175 to win $100. So you're betting more to win less because it's thought that the team is a favorite and they have a better chance of winning. So what people do to get better odds and better payouts, they'll bet on the Packers versus the Cowboys, and they'll take the Cowboys because they're the favorite, and then which they lost, and then they'll bet on the Chiefs versus the Dolphins, who played that same weekend, and the Chiefs were like a minus 300, meaning that they were a heavy favorite over the Dolphins. So you parlay those together. If you would have just bet one, you only would have won. Say, for example, the Cowboys was a minus 325. You bet $325. You only win $100. Like, that's not that great. So I'm going to bet the Cowboys and the Chiefs together. Now that $100 turns into $220 if both teams wins. So the more times you line up more teams together, say you bet the Cowboys going to win, you bet the Chiefs going to win, and then you bet the 49ers going to win, now your $100 wager or your $100 win turns into $300 to $400 off of one Sunday.
All right.
Off of one Sunday.
So that's where, and that's why it's
parlaying
really
is. I feel like parlaying is the safer way to go because you can win. If you're gonna do it on Prize Picks. That's what I win often on Prize Picks. Prize Picks, give us a sponsor. Also, what's the other one that you use?
Yo, so right now, like Hard Rock app, y'all need to sponsor the boys and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And which one do you use?
Oh, me.
Yo, hold on, cause we gonna put out, you know what we need to do? We gonna drop our link in the bio. You know what I'm saying? Use our link. With Hard Rock, if you sign up, you get they match up to I believe $75 of your first deposit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you deposit in $50, they'll give you a no sweat bet. What that means is you deposited $50, you play that $50. You lose on the Cowboys in a heartbreaker, and they got their ass spanked that game. That was very embarrassing. You lose your $50. You said, "Damn, why did I even make that bet?" Hard Rock Cafe says, don't even sweat it. We'll give you another chance to win money because we'll give you $50 that we're putting in. Since you lost your $50, now you get another shot at that bet to be able to hit that home run.
Love it. You love it.
Big facts.
But all in all, this was a great podcast back, fellas.
Yeah, this was nice.
I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun.
I'm happy we started the year with each other. We'll continue the year.
Oh, you know what? I just remember we can say that for the next podcast. But there's so many gems as far as restaurants popping up and places to go in Orlando.
Big O.
That is one of the things that we definitely want to show y'all, the beauty of the city. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the beautiful backdrop of this, setup right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a really, my boy did his thing with it.
We're getting acclimated.
Yeah, we're getting acclimated. But there's so many really cool spots, and we're going to show y'all some dope and talk about the dope areas in the city.
Little dope date spots, spice it up, something like.
There's a lot of.
We're going to get you right.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Creating a value for y'all, not just the pie.
Another great episode of The Missing Light Bulb, because we're trying to make the light bulb go off in your head. My name is Rich Vocals.
It's the boy Styles. You already know.
You switching it up.
It's the boy Styles.
Hey.
Styles.
K-Piss.
Hey, Piss.
Yeah, boy Dab on him.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Tap in, man.
Tap in.
What
You
you
already
doing?
know.